Hey guys, it's Kristen. Welcome back to my channel. And it has been a minute since I've said that, and I feel like every video I've started for the past couple of years, I have said that in my intro. But as you can tell from the title, I am back and I have a life update for you guys. So let's kind of cut right to it. It is a Tuesday, October 28th, and it's the middle of the day, and I'm not at work. And that is because I quit my job. If you are new here, I graduated with my DPT in May of 2023. I immediately did a residency program for my first year out of school in women's and pelvic health, and I've been working for the same company ever since. My last day was actually last Friday, and I feel like this may come as a surprise to a lot of you because I haven't really shared what's been going on up until now. So I'm not going to say anything negative in terms of my previous employer or my experience with my residency program because that's really not why I am leaving. I feel so thankful to have been accepted and to have completed my residency program because although it was quite stressful and time consuming, I really do feel like it was worth it and made me the PT that I am today. I feel like I grew so much in my skills so quickly, and I would not be where I am today without having done that program. Why I am leaving is because I have been very burnt out, and I have felt like I've had no work-life balance since I graduated DPT school, honestly even before then. PT school was really hard for me. I am a perfectionist. I am very type A to a fault, so I was really hard on myself all through grad school, and I feel like what got me through was kind of telling myself once I start working it'll be so much better. I'll be making money, I'll have my weekends free, I'll have time to travel, I'll have time to do things with friends and family, but that was not the case because I would come home from work, I would be so exhausted, I would be collapsed on the couch to the point where I didn't have any energy to cook myself dinner or work out. God bless my husband. If you guys saw, I posted my wedding video, but I did get married in July, so peep the band. But my sweet husband would cook me dinner almost every night because I just felt like I didn't have it in me to do the basics to take care of myself. And I feel like that came from, one, my commute to work was super long, so door to door I was putting in almost 12-hour days, 5 days a week. I was seeing a lot of patients every single day, one patient an hour, but on the hour, so 8, 9, 10, 11. I would have a 30-minute lunch where I pretty much was documenting the whole time, and then 1, 2, 3. And every day the schedule was different. So some days I would have to wake up at 5 a.m. to be there for my 7 a.m. patient. Other days I didn't start till 9:30 or 10, but then I worked super late and got home super late. So I just had no sense of schedule, and that really got to me after a while. And I just really needed to find a position with some more consistency, a shorter commute, so I could prioritize myself. Because with all this happening, it was not my work and my patient care that was getting the short end of the stick or suffering. It was really me and my health. So I'm choosing myself, and it's time we start taking care of myself. So that's kind of the long story short. I was burnt out and unhappy, and I was ready for a change. So I'm so excited to announce my new position. So I am moving into private practice. I am joining one of my longtime friends who is a pelvic floor physical therapist, and she actually is the person who initially got me interested in pelvic health. I shadowed her when I was in high school, so it really is like a full circle moment. But she's expanding her private practice. It's been just her for the past several years, and she's bringing me on to open a second location and run the second location. So I will be the manager and essentially be having my own clinic. So I am so excited because first of all, the commute is super short, like literally 5 minutes. My hours are 8 to 4, so super regular, consistent, which is exactly what I need. And I get to do a lot with social media and marketing, which is honestly my dream. Like in another lifetime, I feel like I was a social media marketing girly, most of my college friends, that is their career, and I just feel like in another world, that is what I would do if I wasn't in healthcare. So I'm so excited. I start treating patients this Friday, but today I'm gonna head to the clinic to set up, get organized. I have to be there to accept the linens that are coming in from the linen guy. So I'm gonna take you guys and show you my clinic, and I'll leave the information in the description box down below. If you're a local in the Philly suburbs and wanna work with me, I would love, love, love to treat you. Let's do a little tour of the clinic. So when you come in, this is kind of the lobby area. So we're renting a room within a doula center. So this is our lobby, but it also serves as a big class space where they host birthing classes, which is why there's all those balls there and a big TV, but it's just a cute, cozy little space. This is a room that a mental health therapist rents. So she's here a couple times a week with me in that room. And some nice birthing pics there. Coming around the corner here, there's a massage therapist in this room. This room is currently empty, and then we come into my room. There's an overview, so I'm very much still setting up, but this is what we are working with. Super cute, super cozy, cute rug, comfy chairs. I love these shelves and the "You Are Powerful" sign. We have all of the bolsters and pillows we could possibly need back here, as well as a cart to keep my supplies nice and close by. This wall is pretty plain, so that's the project for today. I'm about to hang up these prints that I had in my other office at my other job. So 4 cutie little prints, my residency diploma, and my safe space sign. So let's set that up now. And I love having this mirror in this treatment room. It's so helpful to point out things to patients, especially in terms of posture. And also I'm obsessed with this set. It is like a little sweater set from Amazon. It was like $30 and it is so cozy and comfy, and I will link it down below if I can remember. Oh, I did want to show you guys, so some of the things I put out already. I put out my sign, and then I just set up this acrylic organizer I got just to keep some samples handy. This is the Yes Vaginal Moisturizer, some Uberlube samples. This is a little guy that a patient made that shows kind of stress management and why it's important to have good pressure management in terms of pelvic floor health. Some sterile Q-tips for hormonal testing, some measuring tapes, mainly for my lymph patients, and then a bunch of just pens, sticky notes, the essentials. And then in this cabinet is where I'm keeping all of the things. I'm going to put my linens here, a bunch of extra supplies, a gait belt, a blood pressure cuff, my dilators, all the good things. So I am going to attempt to hang these stuff on the walls, and I'll be right back. So here's a little update of what I've done with the room since the last time I showed you guys. So I hung up my prints here. I just used command strips, and I think they're level. I think that looks pretty good. Let's do a 0.5. Okay, and then we have our shelves here. I added my little safe space sign, and then I just added the 2 there. That way when you come in, it's not quite as empty. So now I'm just going to call one patient that I have to call back. She left a voicemail inquiring about making an appointment, so I'm going to call her. I'm going to film a couple of TikToks in my cutie new little space here. I'll leave my TikTok and my professional Instagram down below because I will be trying to post more, especially now that it's part of my job. So please follow me, support me, would mean the world. And then I'm going to go to my parents' house because I have to feed their dogs. So let's get TikTok in, I guess.
Hi, my name is Kristen. I'm a board-certified pelvic health physical therapist. Here is what I wish everyone knew about their pelvic floor. The pelvic floor is a group of muscles at the base of your pelvis. Some of the muscles are external, some of them are internal. Everyone has a pelvic floor, regardless of gender. These muscles need to be strong enough to support your bottom of this is your pelvic floor muscles at the bottom of your pelvis. The top represents your rib cage and your breathing muscles. If you are doing something like jumping, coughing, sneezing, something that produces pressure downwards, something has to counteract that pressure. That something is your pelvic floor. Your pelvic floor muscles should be coordinating well